YouTube! I'm back. We're back with the burst fade and a freestyle design. I messed up and I already did one side, so I mean, you just rinse repeat. You don't really need both sides. So right here we're doing with the 4. We're debulking the sides. Just going right up off the head. We're not really digging. Don't dig. That's how you just kill any type of shape in your haircuts, is by digging past the parietal ridge. So we're leaving that area dark, and any dense spots we see we'll be hitting it with thinning shears. So right here we are lightly tapping in our guideline. It seems like I'm dragging it. I'm not pressing too hard. My trimmers are just set very well, but they should still cut smooth and sharp. But if you're not pressing hard, it won't leave a harsh guideline that's very difficult for you to get out. So we're right here, we're balding him. Treat that as a clipper as well. Flick up to the line and don't go all the way up to that line. It'll create just a harsher guideline for you to get out. Right here, we're going open, no guard, about a ½ inch thick. I'm gonna do this kind of a tighter blend. I want it to pop. I want the fade to pop, the baldness of the fade to pop, but I still want of the parietal ridge area. So we're just hitting this with a 1.5 close to open right here, fading out. That this is a skill I've gotten in the past 2 years. I like it. It quickens up my fade timing. But really what it does for me personally, it lets me create more of a contrast in my haircuts. It's a lot. It's the traditional system of open 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't let you get enough gradients. It's too gradual. There's too many steps. It just kills any type of darkness you want to keep in your fades. And so we're just going back and forth with the 1.5, just fading it out. If you need to go above that area with the 2, you can. And you saw I just did a 0.5 close to open. Now I am doing a close to open, no guard, just flicking. I want y'all to pay attention more so than hear what I'm saying, because you have to learn with your eyes. I can tell you, but you just have to, you have to learn with your eyes and take this to your cuts. Take these skills, take this information to your haircuts on a day-to-day basis. Right here, we're just detailing. You see how I'm using the corners on my detailing? That's how you're gonna just get those darker, denser areas without bringing that blend up higher and higher and higher. Just use your corners, keep detailing. I like having these little X ergos on me. I like the strength of them. I put the Echo Blade on them. This, for me, I use this clipper for beard trims and detailing, just strong detailing. So you see that sideband is really clean. Just keep on detailing. I like this guard right here too, bro. You need this no premium, the normal wall with 0.5 guard. And I cut the teeth on them, like the little teeth that are inward. I cut those off and I feel like it just cuts it's like a 0 guard. I've never used it, but I hear from other people that it's tighter than a 0.5. So you see the fade is coming out really well. Just more detail work. I'm gonna, I'm being a little more extensive on this side because I don't have another side for you. So we're just, consistently detailing, looking at areas, looking at the mirror, a little clip over combing, a little bulk. Always, when you're fading, always look in the mirror. Look at the fade through the mirror behind you. That'll give you a better representation on what you need to detail and where you need to hit. Right here, we're doing the lineup, so we're hitting the vertical bar, not keeping it. I mean, dude, I don't have to explain too much. You can see the white pencil. So the white pencil, bro, I just put it on. I put the white pencil on my glove, and then I tap the trimmer on the white pencil on my glove, and I proceed to do it like this. So that's just my technique. Everyone, to each their own. Everyone has their own technique. I just enjoyed this a lot. I enjoy doing that. It's quicker, more efficient. It lets you blend it out. And then when you do that, wipe off some of the excess with your thumb, brush it down a little bit, and then hit it with a straight razor. It just blends in really nicely compared to just traditionally drawing it. And it's just one less step for me personally. So right here, we're about to get right into the design. For designs, bro, just take your time. At first you're going to make them, I'd rather you at first make them too thin than too thick. Because too thick, because you overall, you want them to be thick, but when you're first starting, they're too thick doesn't look good. You just won't get it down correctly. So you just need to, practice and keep getting the repetitions. You see the angles I'm hitting. You see how I'm connecting these lines. It's just a skill that you have to, repeatedly get out. And once you do have a good design you've done, start posting it. Start promoting yourself that way, so you can start getting more reps. Nowadays you want to be able to have this skill, especially with how many designs these kids are getting nowadays. I mean, they're getting designs with every single haircut and multiple of them. So, whether it's a burst fade, whether it's a taper in the back with the freestyle, they're getting designs on everything. So this is a great skill that you need to develop. So right here, we're just touching everything up, seeing where, what needs to be tightened up, what needs to, looking in the mirror, what needs to be pushed more even. What's really going to bring this out is once I hit it with a straight razor. Right here is all just like getting the template of it and getting the shape of it. But like I said, what's really going to bring this out is once you hit the straight razor on it. So you just see me just keep going back and forth. You want to make sure that top line of the design is even and straight, so that you can just follow that bottom line with the straight razor and get both sides nice and flush. No jagged areas, no rough patches, no missing hair. So right here we are doing with the straight razor, pulling the skin. If you have a sharp enough blade and you're good enough with this, I do this dry. Some people can, some people can't. The technique behind it is just to pull the hell out of the skin the other way. Just pull the shit out of it, and then that blade will glide. And then once you start to feel your blade not cut as much, swap the blade out, flip it over, just get a new blade. But for me, when I put the gel on, it just it starts to get really messy. I like the dryness of it. I like the sharpness. I feel like it's just a little bit sharper when it's dry, when it's done dry, compared to when it's done wet with, shaving gel. But like I said, if you're just starting to do this, I would not advise you to do it without the shaving gel. You're going to end up cutting someone and it's going to be a fucking horrible cut. And they're going to be leaking. It's going to be awkward. He's going to want to get out of your chair and he's not ever want to come back to you. It's just going to be all bad. So I would at first, start off with the shaving gel when you do this. So yeah, man, I'm just touching it up, going back and over and over and over and over again. And then you'll see once I start to put the white pencil in the design, I touch it up even more. I'm touching it up back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I like the burst fade on the or the design on the burst fade. I think they look cool. I think they pop. I think it's a cool, like, badass, like, mohawk look. And then you have this crazy, like, tribal type of design on the side of your head. It's a good look, bro. This is how you're gonna be able to get to that time in your life, in your barber career, where you can start charging your premiums, when you can provide this. And I'm not saying this is the best design ever. I don't think it's the best design ever. I do not think so. I think there's people that are way better than me at this. I'm just trying to give you it all, right? I'm trying to give you the great fade with the good design, with, how to trim the top, how to style the top. I'm trying to connect it all. Some people are, you'll see a lot of younger barbers, they'll make a badass design, and then on the taper there'll be a super heavy bulk line on top. What I'm trying to do is teach you guys how to do both, how to blend that bulk and then put that design under there. That's how you're going to go from a $25, $30 barber to a $45, $40 barber, is those areas, those reassurances that your client is getting the best service possible, right? So right here, I put that white pencil in, you saw, and then this is how I like to blend the white pencil in. Just like tap the brush against the design. You see how I'm doing it? Just tap the brush against the design, and that design is popping. From afar, it's gonna look clean. Up close, it's gonna look crazy. And I'm just straight razoring, pulling that skin back. You guys see that blend? The blend's coming out very, very clean. I'm gonna show y'all how to do. I'm doing eyebrows right here. Personally, I only do, unless you ask me, I only do the tops in the middle. I feel like once you start hitting the unders, I'll do that little area, but not like under. I feel like once you start hitting the under, it starts getting too girly. It starts getting too sharp. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to keep your eyebrows clean, but it gets to a point where it gets well, you know. But maybe it's your client's vibe. I don't know your client. Maybe your client swings that, you know. Maybe he goes to the femboy conventions. I don't know. But if he does, you know, then you can do the under, you know. But that's not a tutorial to show you how to do the under. I'm gonna stick to the top unless asked otherwise. I wouldn't just conventionally just do it on everyone. That's how you're gonna kind of piss some people off, especially if they're just too tight. And I like doing it, bro, because I hear a lot of guys nowadays getting their eyebrows threaded. I just feel like if I can do it for you, bro, like you're just wasting time and money going to the, because honestly, I don't think, you know, I think they're great. The eyebrow threading ladies, I think they're great, but I don't think men need to be getting their eyebrows threaded like that. I think it just looks too fierce, man. It looks too weird. It looks too like, I don't know, bro. It looks too girly. But right here, we're doing a 1.5 close on the mustache. Typically, that's what I range with every single mustache trim, a 1.5 close, 1.5 open, just depending on how dark or light his mustache is. I line it up at a downward slope right off the lip, and then I match the top up with that, and then I hit the sides. This is just my personal opinion on how I like to do mustaches. He wanted more of like a cleaned up but like not too thin mustache, so you're gonna see how I'm doing it. You know, this is another skill you need to get. This is another skill you need to get. You see, I'm about to take his lips off his face. But yeah, this is another skill you need to get, bro. Like, it's just the little things. Some people don't want to do this. Some people don't know how to do this. That's why you're here. So I'm rinsing and repeating on this side. You see the design on the side, it's coming clean, bro. Everything's coming together really clean. The goatee is looking good, bro. The eyebrow slits are nice. The fade is popped. See, that's what I was trying to achieve right there. You see how that fade right there on the side of the design just pops? And then you see the little lineup. It's just, oh God. Sorry. I'm gonna relax. So, we are doing the top trim. I'm a little off here. We're doing the top trim right here. Just condensing the hair. Like I've told y'all before, I am a speed barber. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to get it all sectioned out and beautifully done and your neck rubbed and your toes rubbed, I'm not the guy. Look at me. You can tell I'm not going to do that for you. Look at me. You could tell, like, look at my eye. I just want to take a guard to your head, really. And just take it all off. But I'm a man of money, and I am a man of doing what I'm told. So here I am providing a service. So this is what I'm doing. I'm walking the dog, as they say in barber school. I'm walking the dog all the way through the back, just getting it crisp and even. Boom, getting some texture. You can see the layers in there. It's looking beautiful. Right here, you can see the back of my neck. Good job, cameraman. You fat neck. Yeah, I'm doing the V right here. I'm redoing the V. It's been a minute since he got it cut, so I'm just gonna go ahead and redo this V. You know, I'm gonna let this V not be the most sharp because I want it to grow. I want that middle part to grow in a little bit, which is fine because I don't want this to be a wide V, right? I want this to be a nice, narrow, predominant V. So, you know, from any distance, it's gonna look like a V. It doesn't matter, but you know, the middle part could be a tiny bit sharper, but I'm doing that for a reason, to let that grow in, to get sharper. You know, that's a good thing about, you know, about being a good barber. That's one of the things about being a good barber is knowing what's best for your client for the future. You know, like the pushback situation. Oh, well, if you push him back, if he's already pushed back, just push him back again. He'll like it crisp. No, he's going to have to suffer, but grow it in because it's proper. It's the proper way of doing things. Explain that to your client as well. This is the proper way of doing things. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. Let's not do it the wrong way. They'll be appreciative, trust me. And if he's not, that's not the client for you. We're not pushing people back to infinity and just repeatedly doing that on people just because it's the easier thing to do. We are doing what's hard and what's better for the client. So right here, I'm adding texture powder. Some people hate texture powder on curls. I like it. I don't care. I think it looks clean. So boom, I'm done. Finally, I'm done yapping. That side's crispy. This side's super crispy. YouTube, that's the cut, bro. I hope you enjoy my little yap session, bro. I got a free Discord in my bio, bro. I'd love for y'all to join. It's a little barber Discord community, so I love y'all. Goodbye.